Appreciate you hitting the button. Welcome to the How to Hustle podcast with Hype. This is episode 157. You follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Hype. It's HYMPE. It's Hype. It's not Hype. I'm not geeked up. Very special guest in the building. Reintroduce yourself to the audience.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Sunny. Everybody knows me if you haven't known me already. You see me on GFT radio, you see me on the podcast link live show, Sex with Sunny and Unreservedly Us. I'm everywhere.
Tell them, girl, you get around. You paid talent now, baby. You gotta let them know,
I
Sonny.
try to be.
And since we letting them know, Sonny, as of today, we will a round of applause for the podcast link live show crew. We are debuting today on the BS3 network, Dallas, Texas, is the Roku TV channel. So y'all check us out over there. We'll be debuting at 7 o'clock on December the 9th. So make sure y'all get over there, support the situation, hit the like button, subscribe to their channel, and tell them, yo, man, the Philly crew sent me. Podcast link live show. The first show that we did, the inaugural show, will be running live and it'll be on demand on the BS3 network from henceforth. So y'all get over there and check us out.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Sonny, this is a recap episode. This is where I just give you a couple of joints, a lot of rapid fire situation, have a little light fun, Not gonna think too hard about these, except the serious ones.
Okay.
All right. Episode 54. What's the worst part of love? That one was featuring Samaya. Sonny.
What's part of love for me? Breaking down the walls.
Breaking down the walls.
Because
Okay,
you have to kind of like step outside of your comfort zone.
Make yourself vulnerable
and allow that person in to really understand whether or not they love you and to allow yourself to be loved, right? You got to kind of let those walls down and let them come in, which is hard because you don't want to get hurt. Like you feel like once you, huh?
I was trying not to make the joke. Okay, he says they're breaking down the walls and then not let them come in. I was trying to let that one slide, but you brought it up. I didn't. Go ahead, Sonny.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. What you say?
You said you're breaking down the walls and you don't want to let them inside. You don't want to let them come inside. I was trying to let that one slide.
Oh,
but
yeah.
You brought it up. I didn't. Go ahead, though.
No, but it was just, it's just for me, like I have control issues to that extent. Like, because I know once I let go and I let you in, I love you. And like, I don't, like, even if you hurt me, I'm probably still going to love you. Like, it's not, like, it's going to be hard for me to let go because I really let go of you. Like, if if I feel like it's not working out for me, it's going to be hard to let go because I really allowed myself to open myself up to like really love you. Like I've been through stuff, so I really don't like to let people in, and to like know that I let a person in is a scary thing to do.
Vulnerability is the problem with these situations because, like you said, it takes so much to get to like, all right, like I love you, I don't want you to go nowhere type thing, and now you done did some nut shit. This is a problem. Yeah. Episode 55. What's the hole in your relationship game? Featuring my man Q Lewis, my man Q out there, E Block Radio Network, editing this situation for me. My guy, what's the hole in your relationship game, Sonny?
I didn't hear the last part. What's the hole of what?
Your relationship game.
I don't know how to I don't even know how to answer.
I mean, you too clingy, you're not loving enough, you don't give enough attention, I'm not attentive enough. It could be anything because it don't have to be a physical relationship.
I think the thing for me that people have an issue with, like I can give off, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Like the lack of caring.
That's not good in a relationship.
I do care, right? But I legit care. But like if you piss me off, or like, I don't want to say if you piss me off, like it's just some things I kind of give that indifferent vibe. And like I really be caring, like, and stuff like really bothers me. So it's like it seems that if I don't really say certain things, it's like, oh, you don't care anyway. And it's like, no, I do care. I just don't want to be a nag and be like, this is, blah, 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 or this, and this. So for me, it's just like, it kind of gives people like, they got to like check in. Like, do you give a fuck? I'm like, no, I do. Like, I legit do.
Okay. That's why it's called a hole. There we go. All right,
Yeah.
episode
I'm a work
61.
in progress. I'm a work in progress.
Everybody's a work in progress. Ain't no finished products out here. I'm
Yeah.
married 8 years and we still working on this situation. Hey, baby. Um, episode 61, featuring my man Smooth, GFT alumni. Uh, how has the relationship with your daughter changed you? This will give us a
The
different
relationship with my
perspective from
daughter
uh-huh.
change with me or change currently? Like what?
No, how has it changed you, the relationship with your daughter? At whatever point it is that you would like to discuss. I know now y'all two grown women, so you
Yeah,
know
now oh Jesus.
you can swing on her and get away with it now.
Yeah, but like just I be looking at her like the other, and it's funny because the other day she told me, she was like, I'm gonna raise my daughter on love. I'm looking at her like, what? So what you trying to say? And she was like, no, I'm gonna care about her feelings. And I just looked at her. And I wanted to say so bad. Do you want me to show you me not caring about your feelings? Because I like then you'll really know if I give a fuck about your feelings or if I don't. Like they're two distinct things. And like for one thing, I do care about your feelings because half the time you step across the line and I don't walk you back, or I walk you back with love. Like I can just not care about your feelings and walk you back with hostility, but I just be looking at her like, oh, okay, this is the type of time
She's
you want today. Like grown
she's
her is
habitually
very
line stepping. Okay. Episode 73, featuring More Than a Dad podcast. How important is the past?
I think the past is very important. It explains the person you are in present. I think a lot of us don't realize how much the past can affect and shape who we are now. And I talked about this. I know, not to be a spoiler, me and I are gonna. Are we doing this one? I think we're talking about. Yeah, we're going to be talking about past stuff that people consider normal and how it affects currently, right? But we're going to touch on that on our like the show that we're going to link up on coming soon. But I think like I really believe like growing up I can look at my life now and say I grew up and I wasn't going to do this and this because I learned from other people and I wasn't doing this and this, or stuff that I didn't think bothered me in the past, and I realize now that because I didn't deal with it then, it's creeping back up now. So I think it does. The past does affect, and you either can accept it and make a plan to move forward, or you can figure out how to way to get through the past to come back out to the future, because you can't stay stuck there. You got to get through it or whatever to get to kind of get where you are now. But I
Get
think
where you're
it
going.
does
Yeah.
affect current, if that makes sense.
You gotta you gotta remember, like, where you came from or what happened, or how you got
Yeah,
there. You can, whether you liked it, didn't like it, or any of that, but it's going to definitely shape what your next move should be, because you should be
yeah,
learning from them different situations instead of just going through them and you ain't got nothing out of it.
yeah.
All right, episode 74, featuring my man Big Dan from the BTG podcast.
Hmm.
Should we all be able to vote? Now, I think that we should all
We
be
talked about
to
this
the
plenty of times on
conclusion.
GFT Radio. I don't think.
So this was the conclusion that me and Dan came to. Everybody should definitely be able to vote, but
Hmm.
voting should be like it should be a criteria. When you're in 12th grade and you're about to turn 18, or you already are 18, you're about to become a voter. We should start to let you know, like, about city council or your mayor or uh your district people, like what district you're in and how all of that affects you. You should be learning those things to get you to build up to presidential, mayors, senators, and all of those different things.
Yeah,
Like, you shouldn't just be sending people out into the world. You send thousands of people into the world uninformed about anything, and they just going, well, my mom said we Republicans, so I'm voting this way. My dad said we Democrats, so I'm voting this way. Like, my mom said we ain't voting, so we ain't, like, never doing any
yeah.
homework or having you educated on that situation. So that's where it came from. What do you think about that, Sonny?
I I think that everybody should vote on it, and like I say this, and people say this to me, and I get it, but and people like get mad when you say this. So many people died for our right to vote, and even though a lot of people feel like voting in certain elections, our voice doesn't matter. Like to your guys' point, city and local elections matter. They affect us directly, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like, too, with that being said, we need a better way to streamline uh, the visibility of elections. Because yeah, you'll see a sign. Yeah, you'll hear like for local, see a sign here. Like depending on if you watch local news. You may hear certain about certain candidates, but I think a lot you have to actually look for. Like it's not like when it gets down to the presidential election, it get down to Democrat and Republican. We hear all about it. It's all everywhere, right? I feel like that should be the same for any election. We should be knowing that, especially for the people that can't really get the access that they need to be able to participate in an election or understand what's going on, because a lot of people don't really know who's running what and who's doing what in their city. And because of the like you don't really hear about it. Like I had a where I live, I had the North Ward person come visit me. I seen her twice. But like how do I figure out to vote for her because I don't really know her? And like the first time I met her, that's when the first time I heard her name.
So like you just said though, you have to do your homework on them situations. If you
Yeah.
just go by what they're showing you on the news or what's being
No,
put
I
in the
know that
paper,
too. But I'm just saying, like,
that's
if
just somebody streamlining their opinion to you. You need to still like Google this person, see what they said 2 years ago, see what they saying now, see what's those things that they like. Oh yeah, I'm gonna act like that one ain't happening. I don't feel like that no more. Maybe I evolved, changed,
yeah,
and got some different facts. But yeah, you definitely gotta do your homework before you just be voting for people.
yeah,
If I get in there and it's like I never heard neither one of these niggas and I don't know what neither one of them doing, I ain't vote for neither one of them. Like
yeah, yeah, because that's like even like I think with locals too, it's like you get to meet some candidates, like some of the people I luckily for me, some of the people that run, yeah, I kind of know some of them, right? Not all, but I do know some of them. So I kind of, had interactions or encounters with them or conversations with them to where we like we talked about certain things. So like I kind of know where their mindset is as far as building the community, right? And where some people I've never seen them in dating life, like you'll see them do a photo op at a ball game. It's like, who the hell is that? Like, so you got to do, like you said, do your research, figure it out. But it's just like sometimes going with what you know and end up with who we had here, our once upon Mayor Tony Mack, who's locked up in the feds. Like,
be
so
like that
everybody
sometimes.
knew him, but see what happened with that. So
It's one thing I always give Smooth credit for. Smooth always say like it's other candidates out there. You got to do your research and your homework and find that out though.
yeah.
Um, episode 96 featuring my man Nah from the Life Be Life and podcast. Shouts out to another one of those podcast link folks right there, my man Nah. Is it better to listen to your head or your heart?
I think it's better to listen to your head because your heart will have you fucked up. I mean, you be loving somebody till they fuck you up, and it's hard because like when you really, that's why I said when you really love somebody, your heart just be like, I love that person. Thanks. Like all the flags and then wave you that saw them, your mind, your head caught them like, girl, you crazy, and your heart like, I just love them someday. Like loving you can think you can fix people and change people and love and like your love can sometimes, and that's what a lot of us do, think that we can change a person and we just can't. Like your head, no, you can't, but you just like, I just love them. So I think listening to your head is like super important. And I need to tell
Your
myself
heart,
that when I look in the mirror some days, listen to your head.
your heart will definitely f you up in them situations. Your head is where all the same rational thoughts should come from.
Yeah.
Episode 98 featuring to the point 267. Shouts out to Oak. She. What is your toxic trait, Sonny?
Ooh, my toxic trait. I shut down. Like if it's a two part. So I shut down and I don't not because I don't like to argue, because I know me. It's gonna go left. I'm a Chris Brown the fuck out of that situation. I am. I'm a not Chris Brown like put your hands on people like Chris Brown,
I'm about
Quavo
to
this,
say, hold
that,
up,
that,
Rihanna,
this.
what's going on now?
No, like that. No, like the Quavo this, like where he went too far. I'm gonna go too far. So I don't like necessarily arguing, but I'll shut down in the middle of like if I feel like it's not getting anywhere or you just want to argue or whatever the case may be, I'm gonna shut down and like you just gonna have a conversation with yourself. And it's toxic because I should, so, and it's crazy because I'm grown. We should be able to have a conversation, but I just feel like in that moment I can't have it. I just not. I'm not at the point where I want to have a conversation with you. Like you obviously want the smoke, and I could participate, but I'm just not like because at that point I feel like it's both of us shouting. So for me, I shut down, and when I tell you when I mean shut down, is I'll shut down and I'll talk to a person for days.
If I'm really that mad, you get 3 days. I don't really get too mad about situations, but sometimes, like if you just sit there and don't say nothing and let this person continue to ramble on, that's even worse. They're
Yeah,
arguing
I
with me.
I do that. Like I do that, and they'll get mad. Like you're not even gonna say nothing. They'll look at me, and I look at them like,
That was my brother.
so this is what we do, and it's bad. Or I'll get up and walk away. Like I'll get up and leave. Like I will pack my belongings and go. Like just especially if I'm somewhere, I'm like, oh, let me just go on ahead. Like
Episode 107, featuring my man Vic from the Jock Johnson podcast. Yeah, what's that? That's not Memphis. That's damn it, Mississippi. My bad, Jock. Mississippi.
zip.
I'm a collection of Sonny.
Oh, I'm a
You are a
collection of.
collection of yes. It's an
I'm a
open-ended
collection
question.
of
Sonny is a
quotes.
collection of
I'm a collection of quotes. I would say that quotes for poetry.
collection of quotes. Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be my answer. That would be my answer.
All right. This is this is kind of similar to one that we just did, but episode 108. Where do you come up short? Featuring Big Dan and my man Nah.
Where do I come up short?
My answer was I came up short with myself. With like, your self-care. Shouts out to Talia. Self-care is available on Amazon right now. Go ahead and cop up. Um, but I come up short with myself. Where would you say that you come up short?
I would say it's something similar. I would say I will come up short for protecting my peace. I'm in the struggle of making sure everybody else at peace, and them being at peace is not necessarily me being at peace. And I am trying to find the balance of being able to say no and not feeling and not being upset by it. Being able to say no without explaining why I said no. Yes. Um, like I'm always mindful of, and that's why it's crazy. My daughter said to me, I'm mindful of a lot of people's feelings, and I don't protect mine. And so I end up hurt while they sitting there living their best life, and I'm like I don't want to hurt your feelings.
You
But
put
like at this
yourself in an
point, I feel like I
uncomfortable
need to
spot
just
trying
be
to protect
selfish.
them and not yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got to learn that it's okay to be selfish at times when it comes to my peace.
Yes, absolutely. Because once you get to a certain age and stage, it's like, look, comfortable is where I have to be.
Yeah.
and I can't be uncomfortable. Last one we're gonna do on these. This is another podcast link live show crew. Remember episode 154. This actually came from the first show, which is again available right now. BS3 Network, Dallas, Texas, on the Roku TV channel. Make sure y'all get over there and let them know we sent you. That's
That
featuring
part.
Miss Star Hart. She said this on y'all first panel on the first show. Can you
Hmm.
love the hurt out of somebody?
No,
Sonny, you
no,
can't.
no. I don't think you can. I think so. I like because I know people that have been hurt, and like as much as I let them, it's nothing I really can do about it. The only thing I can feel like I feel the only thing I feel like you can do is just be there to kind of help soothe it. If that makes sense. Because I know people that live in that hurt, right? They live in that hurtful place, and it's like there's nothing you can do, and like you feel like it's emotionally draining to try to help someone that, for one, I feel like they need to love themselves, love the hurt out of themselves, like get themselves help. Like, because if you're hurting, you have to, you can't stay in that place of hurt. You got to figure out how to get past that and heal from that. And you choosing not to take the necessary steps to heal from that hurt, and me being a person in your space trying to help you, it becomes draining, if that makes sense, because I
Again,
have to like
that's a
kind of,
that
and like because
goes
I've
back to the
experienced
last
that with
topic
people.
that
Like
you
I know they going through stuff, and it's like friends, family, or other, and it's like I know that they're hurting because of something that happened that really impacted their life in a negative way. And it's like I can talk to you about it. I can sit there and be a listener to you like that. But every time that you go to that place that of hurt, like if something triggers you to that place of hurt, I can't fix it. I could be there, I can help you soothe it for the time being, but like when you by yourself, you still got to deal with that, right? So if you're not doing anything actively to heal from that, then there's not much I can do. But be there.
yeah, because I don't want to fight the battle with you and your ex in my new situation. Because I wasn't
Yeah.
there. I didn't cause any of that. I had nothing to do with that.
And
Now I
not even
understand.
just relationship hurt. It could be from childhood hurt.
Yeah, that's another one. Good point. Cause yeah, I can't control like why your dad did this or why your mom said that, or like I wasn't
Yeah.
there again. So again, don't put me on trial for something that your kids did
Yeah.
or
And
something that your
that's why I
sister or your
say
brother
therapy
did.
is a therapy. I tell people like I'm in therapy. Therapy helps. Even if it's somewhere you're just going to vent. And not necessarily like a doctor that's giving you medicine to kind of cope. I think even being able to talk to somebody and help them have somebody give you a perspective or ways to kind of combat when you're in that when you're in that headspace. Because if you're constantly in that headspace, your energy is fucking everybody else up. Like, because if I'm around you and your energy is off, I'm gonna be like, what's wrong? Now my goal is to sit there and go crazy trying to help you, but I can't, because no matter what I do, like it's only for that particular time that I can soothe that hurt or take your mind off of it. But like I said, when you go back into into the space by yourself or have that long time with yourself, you tormented again, and it's like a cycle. So if I'm around you, I'm all the time I'm trying to cheer you up. Like, what the fuck? I'm stopping what I got going on because I got to cheer you up. It's exhausting and draining for other people. And it's not
And
to say
that
that they don't really want to help somebody, but like you really can't help somebody in a situation if they're not trying to help themselves. Like, you could wallow in it, you could talk about it, you could do everything, but if you're not actually putting action behind the words
I
and
can't care
going
more
doing
about
the
your
work,
problem than you do. Yeah.
yeah, it becomes a problem to everybody you're around.
All right, next segment of the show. Good job there, Sonny. Paid talent like yourself can handle all that type of thing. Um, Next segment of the show is get to know Sonny. Now that is sponsored by H2H. No, that's not H2H Cleaning. That's Custom Hustle. That's at Custom Hustle World on Instagram. It's Custom Hustle Co on Twitter. You get your custom jerseys, jackets, sweatsuits, t-shirts. We got the sneakers. We got the barber capes, the flip flops, the CH5s. In fact, are available now. The CH5s are out by now with a bunch of new products coming from over there at Custom Hustle World on Instagram, Custom Hustle Co on Twitter. Just tell us what you got on your feet. Now, Sonny, get to know Sonny. This is one is what I need to know is my mom would always say, what,
Hold on,
Sonny?
hype. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I don't know what happened to my video.
That's
Can you
cool.
see me?
I cannot. But we do
Oh.
have audio. So now the question here for Sonny, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Uh-oh. Bang. Let's keep going then. Your mom would always say what?
Um, oh, what was one thing she always say? Oh my God, my brain just
I
left.
remember what my mama told me.
My mom said a lot of things, but she used to always tell us, like, ain't nobody gonna do nothing for you. You gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta do it yourself.
Copy that. What does a romantic evening look like if Sonny is planning it?
It could be a plethora of things. If I'm planning it, I want to go out and do something fun. So either it's going to be something where both have to be active and we can laugh. So something like bowling, probably skating. I'm gonna fall. You probably gonna fall. Probably break my hand. I don't know. Something fun.
I don't want to tear it. Don't tear a hamstring on the romantic
No, but like
evening
I don't
now.
want to like movies is cool. I think movies is like after you date to somebody for a period of time. But like when you get to know people, I think anything fun, like I want to go axe throwing, stuff like that. Like I want to do something that's gonna be fun that we could laugh about. Like that's gonna not have tension behind it. Like we could just relax and have fun.
Movies is actually really kind of better once y'all been together for a while. If you got these damn kids making all this noise, because like we get to go somewhere and be quiet, however long this movie is. Um, Last one. The podcast link live shows. What has been your experience doing the live shows and becoming paid talent?
It's been fun. I'm meeting everybody, getting to talk to everybody. I mean, I've been talking to everybody doing the pre shows on Instagram and stuff, and having people on our shows and stuff like that. Cross getting on other people's shows. I forget what the wording is right now,
Cross
but like that
promotion.
has been amazing. That's been fun. I've had dope. The vibes are always good. It's always fun. It's always love. Everybody really supports each other, and it's not like, sure, it's you guys have the sports situations going on, but I just feel like it's genuine people trying to do something to show that us Black folk can get together and do something super dope and have fun while doing it. And it's not fake. It's just like authentic. This is who we are, and we're a whole vibe, and you should rock with it.
Copy that. You let them know, Sonny. All right. Last segment before we close out the show. That is H2H Cleaning. At H2H Cleaning on Instagram only. We doing cleanups, cleanouts, roof and plumbing, flooring, remodeling, carpet cleaning, floor. Like you name it, we can make it happen. You need a tree trimmed or cut, some grass. We can handle all of those different situations. We're here to help. Just tell us how we can help. Sonny, this is get down. This one is what do we need to know? You tell me what we need to know. I see you got a long rundown in the beginning of the show. So you tell us all about the things that we need to know. Sonny.
All right. So if one thing you need to know about me is being that the holidays coming up, I'm a holiday vibe. I like Thanksgiving. I'm a cooker. I do Christmas. I wrap gifts and I'm doing gift baskets. So if you can see me, follow me on Facebook at Wrap Queen. I'm always posting me wrapping or doing baskets. Also, if you with the podcast and you follow all the podcast junk, is I am Sunny _D, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, and Threads. And you can catch me Mondays on the GFT Radio Network, the Capitan of the ship. And I also am unreservedly on Unreservedly Us, Sex with Sunny. I got a lot going on. So you can find me on social media all the time.
Copy that. Sonny, my
And
girl.
hold on. And last but not least,
Go ahead.
you can find me on the Podcast Link Live show. I'm there next shows or whatever shows, all the shows, anything I can show up to, I'm there.
Copy that. Tell us, you gotta let them know, Sonny. Paid talent, baby.
That
That's
part.
episode 157. Sonny, appreciate you. We
All
are
right.
out.